What's up? alexy1 here, playing DexterMorgan, from Dexter. And he's playing 1g3. So we'll have a look what is going on. So we got a Catalan now, and he's playing this weird knight c3 move. Normally they play queen c2 just to win this pawn back. Not really sure what the point is here. I'm just gonna go c5. If he goes knight e5, I'm probably gonna play knight c6. No, if he goes knight e5 though, I'm gonna take on d4, sorry. So if he goes knight b5 now, I can play a6, knight c7 and just rook a7. I think I'm fine here. If he takes, I'm taking with the e pawn, because then we can develop our bishop. But he plays bishop d2. I'm thinking he's gonna go e4 next. If he goes e4, I'm gonna take there. So he doesn't go e4. He's gonna snatch my pawn now. But well, materials equal, so. I'm deciding between queen b6 or queen e7 here. I need to develop my queen, and if I go here, he can either play queen c2 or rook c2. Both are fine, I think. No, rook c2, we have knight b4 maybe. I'm gonna try this. Queen c1. Queen c1 is the move here, I think. Now I'm playing this move. So if he doesn't watch out, we sometimes have this knight d4 now. So what happens? If he takes on c8, I'm taking on e2, and if he takes on d4, I'm taking on c5. Yeah, I think this is just winning an exchange. I have to watch out for my time though. Bishop takes? Seems ugly. I'm gonna take on f2 now. Yeah, I should be much better here now. Maybe knight e3. He should take, and then take on b5. But we're up a lot of pawns, and a queen against a rook and a bishop, so we should be doing more than okay. If he takes on b7, I'm gonna play queen e2. Attacking this, attacking this. He should probably take still, because he still has rook b1 maybe. Nah, queen c2. This should be over. I can even grab this one now. Yeah, okay. Let's just defend it. I'm gonna get my king into safety next, and let me just run with the pawns. Yeah, I mean, he's doing just useless moves. Bishop e4 probably. Yeah. What to say, he can just resign. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Pretty good game, I think. Let's have a look. So g3, yeah. Usually I play something with e6, d5. This is my standard setup versus rare openings, like 1g3. because this type of setup is very flexible. As you can see, you can get into the Catalan, but you can also, well, it's also solid, but you can revert to the main lines, which happened here. Because he goes d4, and now it's just something like d4, d5, knight f3, e6, or knight f6, g3, e6, bishop g2. And it's the same. Yeah, a usual move here is queen c2 here. Queen f4 is also a useful move. Yeah, those are the two main lines here, I think. Oh yeah, and obviously knight e5 here. Here you play knight c6. Those lines are pretty cool. So something like this, knight takes this, queen f4, and here it can go c5 or e5. e5 is pretty nice. Takes, I think takes here. Bishop e6, queen somewhere, c2, and then yeah, well, there is a repetition here of going bishop f5, queen c4, bishop e6, but I think something like queen h5 is also playable. I think this is known, and it's fine for both sides. Anyways, he went knight c3, and this is pretty strange because this knight doesn't need to go here. It can sometimes go to d2. It's not really flexible. So I play c5 here, which is maybe wrong because I'm weakening, somewhat weakening the c7 square, and I can also play knight c6. e3 probably. Then the engine just wants to hold on to the pawn with b5. Huh. Well, this is pretty interesting, this line. So maybe knight c6 is possible. Maybe you shouldn't play e3. First bishop g5 or something. I don't know, it feels like c5 is a natural move just to attack the center. But maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I figured he should go queen e4, queen a4 here. If I go something like a6, this diagonal can become a factor here. So queen f4, probably queen e7 here. Rook fd1. And maybe now a6 takes. Because we can immediately play b5, and if we play b5 it's fine. So let's say he takes here. Then we get the extra option of playing e5. Yeah, this is fine for black. Either way, he played rook c1. I can never play b5 to defend the pawn yet, so if I go a6, he can either go, well, knight a4, he can go a4, he can go queen a4. a4 just to stop this b5 is also an idea. But knight a4 and rook takes c4. No, maybe not rook takes c4 though. Yeah, rook takes c4, yeah, still. Because if you play b5, this one's hanging, obviously. So a6 doesn't do much. Knight d5 feels nice. Attacking that bishop. And if he can't really take, because then my pawns are very strong. And I also get this bishop out. Still, this knight a4 is a move, but knight e4 as well. Yeah, and I missed this knight c5 idea. I was just trying to go bishop d7 and then b5, and then it should be definitely fine. But I don't get the chance. e5 is well, it's a committal move. I mean, this pawn can become a factor now. The bishop can, not now, but he can attack this e5 pawn. And also sacrifices like this are always possible now. As you can see, it's only minus 0.3. which is nothing. So e5, I don't really want to play that move. I think this one is fine, but knight c5 is a good move here. So I took, he takes, queen b6, and if he goes rook c2 here, we have this, what did we have? I thought we had this. And if he takes, I'm just gonna take back. It's just bishop c6. But it seems he can play rook c4 here. If I go bishop b5, yeah, and this is better for white because those two pieces are stronger than one of my rooks. So rook c2 and rook c4. Well, I would have went for knight b4 probably, so. But objectively, something like rook d8 or rook c8 is better, I think. In retrospect, I mean, during the game I definitely didn't see that. Queen c1, okay, rook c8. I was, yeah, trying to get that one in. Because if you go something like queen c2, there are also some, well, I mean, now I can move my knight and attack his queen at the same time. So, his queen isn't so good on c2 here. Therefore he went to c1, but then we get this trick in. You should definitely do something about it, something like rook e1 or maybe even just rook c2. Oh, not that one. But not a3, because now we have this nice move here. So he took on c8. If he takes on d4, which I think he should do, because this bishop in theory is pretty good. Just queen b1 and e4 in the next move, and then bishop e3. Should be, no, well, not fine, but playable still. Okay, knight g3, knight g4. Okay, bishop c3 then, I mean. Still very much playable. However, he went for rook takes c8, which I think is a definite mistake. Definitely because of bishop b5 here. Because I'm winning a crucial pawn. Knight e5. That's a nice move. Maybe queen d4 now, but knight f3 probably. And then queen a7. That's pretty. Because the idea of knight e5 is just if you take there, we have this check here, winning the queen. So we go queen d4 here, and he has nothing better than to go back, I think. And then we go to a7. And now there's no more forks. Bishop d3 immediately winning. So if he takes, I'm playing queen e1 check and mate on the next move. But what is the threat here? This is a pretty strange move. What if he does something, I don't know, non-committal, like a4? Oh! I was just threatening to take a knight here. I totally missed that. Okay, so he has to move his knight, knight f3, and then bishop e2 probably, yeah. Rook d2, and knight e3 I think. Yeah. Yeah, and the position is crushing. Takes, knight h4 takes, done. So, okay, bishop d3. That's a nice little move. Now it's somewhat more technical, but this is no problem. Rook b1, queen c2. I saw this line during the game as well, and it's just over, I mean. He played h3. Well, no, I just take. Just defend everything. Get my king into safety. And now we need to get our pawns rolling. If, well, we can even win a pawn here, it seems. Just check, check, and... Oh! Even a rook. Okay. Well, I missed a lot here in the end. But it doesn't really matter, I mean... The position is hopeless. Yeah, and here we finally cave in. DexterMorgan. Oh well. Pretty fun game. I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.